given to me. We never even talked about what we're going to do about the baby.
Something's finally being done about that Forster woman.
Oh?
What? Mrs. Davidson's going to the department about it.
What I can't understand is why she was sent here in the first place.
Probably the department's idea of a joke.
Erica?
Oh, hello, Ted.
Hello, how nice to see you. Are you going up to see me?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. How are things at Wentworth?
Not too good, I'm afraid.
Huh?
Agnes Forster's causing a few problems.
Oh, yes, so I believe. Dr. Weissman was in before. Apparently she gave him a bit of a hurry up yesterday.
It's really not very funny, Ted.
Oh, I suppose not. It's just that I've had a long experience with Agnes. She seems to cause trouble wherever she goes.
You mean you knew she was incompetent and you still sent her to Wentworth?
Well, no, I wouldn't say incompetent. It's a rather serious charge.
Well, what would you call her? Certainly not a social worker. Because of her ineptitude, she's damaged the relationship between myself and my staff and alienated the women. She's turning the place into a shambles. Please, Ted, a replacement.
Oh, dear. They don't grow on trees, you know. Look, couldn't you put up with it till the end of the year?
Until she retires. Wentworth is a prison, not a rest home for departmental geriatrics.
Yes, all right. Point taken. Well, look, I'll try to replace her, but I don't like your chances.
But you will.
I'll do my utmost, all right? Now, look, while you're here, there is another matter. Jim Fletcher has applied for governorship at Barnhurst, and he's noted you as referee. What do you think?
He's extremely capable and competent.
Governor material?
Well, he's shown a certain amount of concern for the women as people, individuals rather than just prisoners. I consider that important in a governor.
But you have reservations.
Oh dear, how should I put this? If he sees something he approves of, he's for it. If not, his approach to the problem is emotional and personal rather than rational.
In other words, his lack of formal training in social work shows up, eh?
Well, yes, but I don't think that should rule him out of the job.
Well, would you give him a positive recommendation overall?
Oh, yes, he has a great deal to contribute to the prison service. I must make a move.
Yes, all right. Now, look, don't worry about that transference. I'll do what I can, all right?
Thank you, Ted. Goodbye.
Lovely seeing you. Bye-bye.
Hey, hang on, girls. Wait a minute. I've been thinking. I think it's about time we put our anti-ag program into action.
Beauty!
So, have any of you got any problems? How about you, Doreen?
Oh, I've got to talk to Kevin first.
Yeah, well, I got a few things need sorting out.
Hey, come on, ladies. That's lunch, or don't you want any?
I've got something more important, Mr. Fletcher. I've got to see the governor.
Should have put your application in before breakfast, Lizzie.
It's urgent. It's about my little granddaughter. She's still in hospital, see? And I want to see her, so I got to ask Mrs. Davidson.
Well, that's a job for the social worker.
Social worker? What social worker? I didn't know we had one.
All right, what's all this about?
Nothing. Just that my trial's coming up in a couple of days. I want to organize a lawyer. I'd like to see Mrs. Davidson after Lizzie.
If you need that sort of help, that's a job for Miss Forster. And you'll be seeing her, and so will Birdsworth.
Might as well be seeing her cat.
For your information, Smith, Miss Forster has had 40 years' experience with the department. Although she probably hasn't had to deal with a bunch of ratbags like you lot.
Oh, he does know how to hurt, doesn't he, girls? Now, I just wonder what Miss Forster's done to get into Fletcher's good books.
Oh, he just likes little old ladies, don't you, Lucy?
Oh, I'm sorry, Fletch. Come on, girls, lunch.
You want to see the social worker?
No way.
What about you, Brian?
Oh, no, I'm going to wait to see Mrs. Davidson.
Well, you'd be waiting.
What is it with you, Fletch? I wouldn't have thought you could care less whether we had a social worker or not.
You don't deserve one.
Oh, well, maybe Mrs. Davidson will realise that. We won't have one.
Ah, Miss Forster, let me do that.
Oh, thank you. Makes the room look so much homier, don't you think?
Yes. How's that?
Oh, that's fine. Fine.
Good.
I'm so glad you turned up. I haven't seen a soul all morning. Would you care to join me for lunch?
No, I won't, thank you. Miss Forster,
Agnes, do sit down, dear.
Thank you. Agnes, I don't mean to worry you, but, well, there's been some rumblings.
What on earth do you mean?
Well, some of the women here, they've got it into their heads that you're, well...
Not Paul Reed.
Well, yes.
I never pretended to be. I'm a facility to be used. And if the women don't seek me out, well, it's their misfortune.
Yes, well, there's also the staff.
Oh, yes. Oh, dear, you are being coy.
Well, they're being pretty hostile. They're saying that you're not the right person for the job and so forth.
When you've been in the public service as long as I have, you make enemies. I think I can deal with whatever Wentworth has to dish out.
Yes, but it could go further than that. What if it goes to the department?
Oh, dear. I'm a public servant. And if you're worried about me getting the sack, you can forget it. They never sack anyone.
Yes, but they could seek an early retirement.
Oh. Thanks for the warning, dear, but there's no need to worry about me. I'll be all right.
Yes, well, I hope so. Well, I'd better be getting about my duties.
Yes, dear. See you later. Oh, Porchy. What are they trying to do to us? We don't do anyone any harm. They push us from pillar to post. And now they want to retire us. Then what will we do? Hey.
Here's a postie.
Right. Brian?
Tell me about that.
Thanks very much. Stokes? Nagel? White?
Smith?
Sorry, B.
Oh, well, how many letters do I get anyway?
Oh, Lizzie.
Yeah, Mrs. J.
Mrs. Huntley phoned an hour ago. She says there's some complications with the operation.
Oh, no, nothing serious.
No, don't get upset. It just means Joyce will be in hospital a little longer. Here, you can see for yourself.
Oh, I can't even get to see the poor little
Now,
mite.
come on, don't go getting yourself into a state, Lizzie. Ellen would have said if it was something serious.
Yeah.
Come on, let's keep your mind off it. We'll go and have a couple of hands of poker.
All right.
Bastard.
Good news, eh? Boyfriend dump you or what?
Bloody Reynolds.
Your boss from the factory. Is he offering you your job back?
Oh, no way. Dear Kay, I can hardly hope you are well under the circumstances, but if there's any assistance I can offer, don't hesitate to ask. Bloody hypocrite.
Well, that seems pretty good considering what you did to him.
He's the reason I'm in here. I offered to pay him back, but oh no, he's got to call in the police.
Well, it's better than a poke in the eye, isn't it? I'll tell you what. Why don't you write to him? Ask him to be a character witness at your trial. It's just a suggestion.
Who's yours from?
My aunt.
Good news?
What do you care for?
I don't. I was just being polite, seeing as you were so interested in mine.
Well, it's about my father's will, you see. He's left everything to me. The whole kit and caboodle.
How much?
30 grand.
What's there to cry about?
My sisters are contesting it.
Well, so long as the will's clear, they haven't got a leg to stand on. You're rich. Congratulations.
Yeah, terrific. Get out the champagne. Woo, 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 woo. Even if I get the money, I won't be able to spend it for 5 years.
Oh, look on the bright side. Think of how much interest it'll earn.
Get lost, will you?
Where do you think you're going, White?
The recreation room, if that's all right with you.
Here comes the bad loser.
You want to know how to get her out of your hair?
Do I? What? If she wins, she rubs it in. If she loses, she's ready to smash me. Who needs it?
Look who's crawled out